welcome to another episode of New to Me. I'm Stephen Michael Zach, and today we are taking a look at the brand newer, this is an Octagon softbox. It is 33.4 inches, and there's something very special about this one. It has a filter holder. So let's just jump in and check it out. Now this will cost you $99.99 on Amazon. So let's break this open. Now first off, let's talk about the case. The case is actually quite nice for being their typical nylon cases. I have been very impressed lately with a lot of newer products. Their quality has really gone up since they started. But the case feels nice and padded, and you do get a nice little nylon hand strap here, and the zippers feel pretty okay as well. Not the greatest zippers, not the strongest zippers I've seen, but still pretty good. Now here is the filter holder, which we will talk about. Inside it is this nylon material. And let's go ahead and pull this out. You are going to get a lot of stuff for this. Right here, you're going to get the fixture itself here. You're going to get a grid, which is nice, and you're going to get double diffusion. And also included in this, you are going to get some gels if you order this on Amazon, some soft gels. It's red, green, blue, yellow, I believe. So all in all, very nice. The case is pretty good, well padded, no complaints there. The gels are also very nice. I'm glad they gave us some gels. Now let's jump into the unit itself here. Now, as you can see, this is very similar to the Aputure Mini Dome. It's a little bit larger, and you'll see here, this is all plastic, hard plastic, whereas the Mini Dome and others are metal. You do get a Bowens mount. Now, you can remove the Bowens mount and put in a speed ring or anything else you like. And setting this thing up is very easy. I like to use the metal dots here to go by, so I will just kind of get my fingers under here, and it does lock out pretty quickly. And it is very stiff, so you do have to be very, very strong with this at first.
A few moments later.
And there we go. Just like that, bada bing, bada boom, you are all set up. Now note, this is all plastic construction. It is a hard ABS plastic, and even the filter trays here, even the little things here are plastic until they go into the metal rods, and then they go into these thick plastic end pieces. And there you go, that's the inside. Now it is sort of kind of held together with this kind of elastics here, and you do have Velcro for the inner diffusion. And if you notice, there are three little plastic tabs here. They're not the greatest plastic tabs. I have a feeling, they feel strong enough, and that is to attach the filter, which we'll cover in a minute. But they're okay. I can see these breaking off if you're not too careful, or after a whole lot of usage. They might break off, but they're pretty strong, so I don't think you're going to have a problem there. And of course, you do get Velcro on the outside for the outer diffusion and for the grid. So very cool, very, very simple to set up. Now let's take a look at this lens holder, and I have to say I have some major issues with this. First off, this thing is a safety hazard. If you're watching, just know that not only is this extremely sharp, the magnetic door here is very, very sharp, but the back is very sharp. And as you can see, it's got these little slits, and it basically just kind of, you put it in the hole, and then you twist it, and it locks around those little tabs on the inner ring. The problem is, just in the case, as you can see, I don't know if you can see here, but these tabs bend constantly. Not only do they bend, but they're super sharp. I could definitely see myself catching my hand and ripping my hand open. I don't know how this passed quality control, but these ends are already bending. So that is a huge, tremendous issue. These are already bending here, and it's super, super unsafe. And that would be the only reason why I wouldn't recommend this thing. Also, even like the edge here, it's almost like they didn't file it down. Like they just pulled it right off the assembly line and didn't bother to sand anything or file anything down. You could definitely cut your hand here. And if you open the tray too, I don't know if I can see this on camera, but you can definitely see some little notches where you can catch yourself as well. So really, really poor design, very dangerous. Be careful, wear gloves when handling this, and just know that this is going to constantly bend, and pretty soon it'll break and it'll be useless. So, am I going to return this? Probably not. What I'm most likely to do is I'm going to try to add some magnets to the inside here, and then add some magnets to the outside, to the outside ring of the box, and do something with magnets to try to fix this, because this is not going to last at all. This is a very dangerous, poor design, and I can definitely see it ripping my hands open. So that is the massive negative with this. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to try to show you on camera. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but let's show you how this fits in here. So basically what you do is you just slide it here, slide it in, like so, to where the notches are, and then it just slides in. And as you can see, it's already bent. It's holding in pretty well, but this is already bent out. Yeah, it's already pretty bent, and it was just in the case. So that is definitely a design flaw. And now it's not even, it's so bent it's not even locking at this point. So that is an absolutely huge design flaw. So what I kind of plan to do is I'll probably either sand down or cut this off, and I will add magnets to the inside and magnets to the outside and see if I can get this thing to just magnetize in. If not, I most likely will return this because it is not good at all. Now at this point in the video, I would show you the diffusion and the grid, but because I'm so unhappy with the gel holder here and how dangerous it is, I most likely will be returning this. But all in all, the rest of the build is very, very nice. Let's go ahead and take this out. As you can see, it just falls right out now, and that's because the edges are bent. So not a great design there. And let's talk about closing this thing up, because unless you're super strong, you're gonna have a hard time. You have to really pull on this. Actually, not too bad. Closing it up seems to be fairly easy. When I first set this up, it was very difficult, but I think having it open after a while, it's pretty easy to take down. Sorry, I'm not doing this on camera.
A few moments later.
So there you go. So that's weird. This had some kind of, when I was pulling the knobs, I think one of them, something had some glue that actually got on my thumb, which is very strange. My thumb is like tacky now. But all in all, let's talk build quality. The build quality is not bad. It's your typical, nylon, this nylon kind of plasticky material. The rods seem very strong. Yeah, so there you go. So I'm just going to launch into my final thoughts here. This is pretty good. I mean, I do like the construction. The snapping it works really well. The plastic buttons are hard. You are going to need a lot of strength to open and close this. But the plastic feels pretty solid. It's made of great material, decent material, I should say. It is Bowens mount, and you can swap that Bowens mount out. But when it comes to the reason I bought it, when it comes to the reason I bought it, and that is this filter, this is a giant red flag. I do not know how this passed, I don't even know if there was an American safety inspection. I don't know how this passed safety inspection. But the whole thing is super sharp, so I cannot recommend the softbox. So if you see the softbox, if you do want to use a gel holder, I say avoid this one altogether. However, if you just need an Octagon softbox, you can buy this, but there are other softboxes of this size that will do just the same thing. So, all in all, it's a great concept. I love the fact that they're trying to give you a gel holder like Aputure, but this thing is going to kill you. So Neewer, if you are watching, you need to massively redesign this and fast. You need to recall these. If I were a company, because I definitely see people cutting open their hands and suing you. It's just the way it goes sometimes. You got to make sure that your product is not going to injure anyone. So that's it. Those are my thoughts, but I want to know yours. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to mash that bell button to be notified when we drop a brand new video. And feel free to use the links below, as it helps out the channel. I'm Stephen Michael Zach, and as I drop it, this is new to me.